Hello, everybody. How you doing? It's your buddy, Uncle Bruce. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm in Calgary, all is well, and surviving yet another day. No matter what SoFi does, I survive. We will survive, and all will be well. How are you guys? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel where the homeless nomad tries to tell you in plain English what the hell is going on out there. Easier said than done sometimes. Do the best I can. We're down 76 on the Dow right now. We're down 8 on S&P. We're down 10 on NASDAQ with an hour to go before we trade. Crude oil down 12 cents a barrel in Texas at 75.54. So we're not at 80, 81, 82. We're at 75, 76 a barrel at the moment. How much oil do you want? There's oil everywhere. What else is going on out there? Oh, yeah, the Federal Reserve is getting together today and tomorrow to vote on and decide upon interest rates for the United States. Not to be behind the eight ball, Australia decided we're raising rates right now. They've raised rates over there. I don't even know how much it is. I don't even know what they raised their rates to, but the Aussie dollar is up against the American dollar. They're aggressively raising rates in Australia to curb inflation. It's being tackled in a different way in different countries. Turkey doesn't want to raise interest rates because they're in the middle of a presidential election where the dictator Erdogan wants to be reelected for another, I don't know how many decades, and then he'll jail all the opposition members who dared run against him. So that's all kinds of fun. They don't want to raise rates right now over there. But the story out of Turkey was latest import-export figures came out this morning. Bad, really bad numbers. Import-exports are not doing too well, even though Turkey's currency is worth nothing compared to what it once was. But, when you have a dictator running the show, what do you expect? You're not going to have economic good times. You're likely going to have economic hardship. Ask the Venezuelans what they think about their dictatorship government the last, 20 years. Having a great old time over there. Anyway, I digress. We are watching SoFi, of course. We all are watching SoFi. What the hell is going on with SoFi? That's the question. The company comes out with all kinds of positive news, higher revenues, lower losses by like 70% lower, 40-something percent more members, 5-point-something million people now are customers of this thing. Bigger margins on loans. It's just positive. And the stock dropped. And so is it the old classic sell on the news? Is that how you do this game? Let the run up happen. And then as soon as they talk, get out. Remember, we played this game with GameStop. We played this game with Rocket Lab. We've played this game with Matterport. We've seen this game with many other public companies, some much larger than these companies. But it seems like, well, as soon as they announce their numbers, we on the outside will say they are not good enough, and we'll just tell everybody to sell the stock. It's easier to get people to sell than buy because you scare them and you rattle them up and then they shift out. I think in SoFi's case, pardon me, what we have here is a classic case of different kinds of investors with different timing and outlooks. And yesterday was a clash of these investors. All last week, the shares were slowly inching higher, and then they wouldn't go anywhere. And then they inched a little higher, and then they wouldn't do much. And then on Friday, we saw a little move up, and then in the after hours, we had a move up, and then Monday morning pre-opening, we had a little move up. That was the only time that the stock could really go anywhere. It had about a 40-50 cent pop higher. It was yesterday morning in the pre-market when only 1% of all the shareholders out there bothered to trade the stock. Who was trading the stock yesterday morning? Day traders, speculators. What were they looking for? They were looking for probably some kind of a catalyst to come out that would create a sensational wave of buying optimism into the stock. What did they get? First Republic went belly up over the weekend, and JP Morgan took the bank over. That's what all the speculators got yesterday. That's what all the hopeful followers of SoFi got yesterday. All they got to follow on CNBC all day long and on any other media you're watching or reading was all about First Republic no longer in existence, and JP Morgan is a bigger bank today than they were yesterday, and they're the largest bank there is in the US, and they're bigger. And that put the SoFi story on page 15, not to be seen by anybody. And when finally talk of SoFi came up, it was, yeah, that's nice, but let's get back to the story of the day, and that's First Republic. And it got robbed of all the positives that it could have had. That's one way to look at it. The reality is a lot of day traders were disappointed because they thought a whole bunch of buying would come in on the stock, and that would allow them to sell their shares that they've been accumulating, especially in the last 24, 48 hours. They figured they could do a quick flip for $7, $8, $9 a share. These guys were ready to score millions of dollars in profits. And there was no buy wave to take them out. As a matter of fact, they were looking around the room going, well, what, you're selling already? You're selling already? I thought we were in this together. I thought we were going to let this go to $8 or $9. You're already getting out. And everyone got out. And a whole bunch of the speculators took a hike. Now, yesterday, to exasperate it, there are other day traders who are very patient day traders. They kind of like snipers. They come in every once in a while, and they're sitting there with a lot of dough, and they can short anything they want to unbelievable levels. And they were looking at yesterday's show going, well, this is perfect. The stock's in the $6 something range. I'm going to short this stuff, and I'm going to short into these guys' game here, and I'll buy the stock back for less all day long. I'll short 10,000 shares, buy them back for a dime less. I'll short another 10,000, I'll buy them back, and I'll short another 10,000, I'll buy them back. And they were in and out, or out and in all day yesterday. And so what did we have yesterday for volume? 125 million shares traded yesterday of SoFi on a down day because it as if the company didn't do well. And of course, there's the corporate story and there's the stock story. So you've got your day traders who were wiped out. They were really upset. Your opportunists who helped get them wiped out. And then you have the medium and long-term investors going, hey, Uncle Bruce, look, I love this company. I'm with you, buddy. I think this thing's a winner. What the hell is wrong here? And we are still going through the last of the fallout right now in the pre-market. This morning, we saw two brokerage firms come out, Wedbush and I think UBS, Morgan Stanley. One of the two came out with adjustments to their target price. Wedbush says from $8 to $5. They're upset. The other brokerage firm said from $7.50 to $7. So that's all I have. There's only two analysts who said anything, and what one of them is saying, Wedbush, is yeah, they're growing. Yeah, that's great. But they're not making any money now. And so we're not impressed. I'm thinking, guys, what have you been paying attention to the last 2 years? 2 years ago, SoFi went public through a SPAC. 2 years ago, SoFi had 2 million customers. Today, they have 5.1 million customers in 2 years as a public company. They've taken over a bank. They have a charter. They just took over a mortgage company. Their Galileo system is much larger than it ever was. Their loan portfolio, their client base, their offerings. This outfit is exploding with all kinds of activity and offerings and clients and cash flow and earnings and blah, 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 blah. But net profits, not there. And so there's our excuse. We're looking for an excuse to downgrade it. We found it, and we're going with it. They could be geniuses. They could be right in going, hey, we're calling the stock a $5 stock. Well, they called it a $5 stock the day after the earnings came out. They didn't call this a $5 stock 3 weeks ago on the lead up to the earnings. They did it the day after, when the shares were conveniently already in the 550 neighborhood for them to do this call. So are you really a genius, or you're just calling the stock where it is right now? Is that what you're doing? I don't know. Long-term investors, those who are here for 5 years, 4 years, 7 years, you guys are going to get rich. That's the bottom line with this company. And everyone admits it. This is the thing about the street. Analysts, when cornered and you get away from the microphone, you ask them, well, listen, let me ask you this. In 5 years, where do you think SoFi is going to be in 5 years? And they all go, oh, wow, so probably have 10 million, 15 million customers. They're probably going to generate billions of dollars in revenue every quarter. Do you think they're going to be profitable? Oh, yeah, they're going to be making all kinds of money. Well, what do you think the stock could be in 5 years? Oh, God, it could be 50, 100 bucks a share, 150 bucks a share. Why aren't you guys saying that today? And simple, our customers don't have that kind of attention span. Our customers have an 8-second attention span. Remember, the bank is on this. This is where the bank is to everybody who is a customer of the bank. This bank doesn't have a branch you can go and visit. So if you are banking on this device right here, you're banking on this device, chances are you're using the same device to play video games. You're using this device to trade stock. You're using this device to find the restaurant that you've agreed to meet a buddy at, or a bar, or what have you, or texting. You have an 8-second attention span relationship with this device for almost everything you do in your life. It takes you 8 seconds to read a memo from your boss, a text from your girlfriend, to send a message to your boyfriend. Whatever you're using this for, it's an 8-second relationship. And in SoFi's case, 8-second banking. How convenient is that? What's my bank balance? Oh yeah, that's how much I have. What's the balance on my charge card? Click. Oh, that's the balance on my charge card. It's so handy. Oh, I want to buy stock. I want to sell stock. I want to write contracts. 8-second attention span. So you're going to have an analyst come out today and announce that we are putting a $100 price target on SoFi for 2028. No one's going to believe it. No one's going to give a crap. No one's going to turn around and go out and run and buy the stock, because they want to know, what can I buy now that's going up in price in 8 seconds? Just give me the trade, Bruce. Just tell me what to buy right now, and we'll be friends. This will be great. I'll become a member of your channel. You tell me what to buy. I'll buy it. 8 seconds later, I'll sell it, and then I won't be a member of your channel anymore. And we've got a wonderful relationship going here, a long-term 8-second relationship that runs deep for the rest of our lives. That's the mentality of the investment community to a degree. And of course, when a bank goes under, and it's the largest U.S. bank to go under so far, they kind of get all the headlines. They kind of get all the glory, whether it's good glory or bad glory. It's ugly, by the way. They get all that. And no one pays attention to good news. No one's paying attention to good news. They're paying attention to bad news. What is the news this morning? The debt ceiling. That's the next story on tap. What's the next story after that? Interest rates. Tomorrow we'll find out if they go up another quarter point, which we think they will. Next news after that, the unemployment numbers, the inflation number. There's always something 8 seconds later coming and coming and coming. And most of it is bad news. And we're all expecting it. We're all looking for it. We're all just thinking that's the new normal. This is not a good news world in which we live in. It's a bad news world. And that's where we're at right now. So SoFi made their announcement yesterday. If you read it, it's pretty darn good. You listen to the management chat, or you read the transcript of their telephone calls, they're positive people. They expect the mortgage division to start generating revenues to the bank starting in 6 months. Serious money's coming that way. There are a number of really good reasons to be a shareholder of SoFi long term. The question is, what is your definition of being a long-term investor? And there's the difference between the old man that I am, knowing what a long-term investor actually is, versus a day trader or a week trader, a 1 week trader. And there's the thing. SoFi right now is being dominated by, like most stocks are, by day traders, short-term opportunists looking for a hit. And on this channel, I have a lot of people who are begging me to say, when do you think I can write call options against this stock? That's all I want to know. I want to bring income in from this stock. When do I write calls? And I say no, because the stock is way too low at this point in time. And others go, you see, Bruce, I could have written $7 calls yesterday when it was $6.90 for a nanosecond, and I would be laughing today. The reality is, though, you couldn't have written $7 calls yesterday for a nanosecond when the stock was at $6.90, because that was before the open. And when we were open, we were in the $6.40, $6.50 range. And then we were in the $6 range within 5 minutes. And then we were in the 5-something range within an hour or two. And you never had a chance to write $7 call contracts. And so we're here. Here we are. We're the shareholders. And Noto is saying to all of those who want to listen, if they want to listen, he says, yeah, I'm buying up the stock myself. I'm buying the shares with my own money, even though I get compensated by the company with stock. This guy is getting a lot of shares given to him to be the president of the company. And if he can take the company to certain metrics, so many new members, so much new cash flow, so many new loan portfolios, all these divisions being built up, he gets more stock for performance, because his salary is, I don't know, $1 million a year or something like that. Guys, the guy is, let's call him, compared to a middle class anybody, he's a wealthy guy. Is he one of the richest men in the world? No. Does he want to become one? Maybe. Could he become one? Yes, he could become one of the wealthiest people in America, but it's about 5-10 years from now. From the price of the stock of SoFi, of all the shares he's bought now, been buying, and been granted all the way down here, he will eventually be a very wealthy individual, because he expects to be around for the long-term growth prospect of the company. And now you're invited to join him if you've got the patience to do so. And there you have it. Welcome to the party, pal. Here we are. What else is going on? I noticed that GameStop yesterday was 1855 for the close, down 74 cents. At the moment, we're up 7 cents to 1863. A bunch of you out there who are sitting on contracts from $15 to $25 have noticed, pretty well all of you, the same exact thing. The value of these contracts have been dropping. And now the question is, how low have they gone? Have they dropped far enough for your tastes to be able to say to yourself, you know what, Uncle Bruce, I wrote those calls just like you were saying back when they were trading at $3, $4, $5 a piece. I did some rollovers as the stock went up, and now they're way down here. I'm going to pick these back off, and I'm going to write another batch of contracts. Boring, but steady, and the checks just don't bounce when you get option money. Option money is good money to get. Something to watch for. Apple comes out day after tomorrow with earnings. The talk this morning, there was an article about Apple's production is 90% in China, and that's a problem, according to Morgan Stanley and other brokerage firms. What have we discussed here for the last year? With all the China nonsense going on, the shenanigans going on there, executives disappearing into thin air that all of a sudden are just not around anywhere, books that are being cooked, U.S. markets kicking Chinese stocks off of their exchanges. You think China's a problem? Yeah, I'd say China's a problem. Apple, yeah, they're opening up plants through Foxconn in India and elsewhere to diversify their production elsewhere. Is India the best place for China, for Apple to go? If you're Tim Cook and the board of directors of Apple, you're looking at India going, wow, this is a huge market. It's the #1 populated country in the world now. They just passed China last week. That one-child policy that China had 20, 30 years ago that lasted for 20 years, now is coming back to bite them. But maybe it's not going to bite them that badly because China didn't need 5 children per family to sustain itself. Maybe China's rulers are going, if we can, drop a couple 100 million people around here, that might be a little easier for us. Do we really need that many people? In India's case, everything is wide open. There is no regulation. There's no holding back the population growth. And India continues to do what other countries continue to do, and that is grow at very high rates with a lower life expectancy than many other countries. And we're here today and gone later today. That's the attitude. Apple's got to be sitting there going, boy, if we can get these people to buy phones, that'd be pretty good. We could get a nice market penetration in there. Maybe what we'll do is we'll build factories over there through our agents, the Foxconn guys. We'll build factories over there, make all the parts and everything in India, produce in India for the domestic market and for export, and reduce our dependence on China, increase it in India, diversify a little bit. That would be good for our base in India and our street cred, and give us a lot of credibility over there, because a lot of Indians who are working, Indian nationals, will be able to say, I know a cousin of mine that works at Foxconn. They make the darn thing. Why wouldn't I buy an Apple phone here in India versus something else made elsewhere? Smart move from a business point of view. But are you still dependent on China? Yes, you are. If China and the United States were to have a little tiff over Taiwan, what do you think the odds are that not one single phone will leave China for the US market overnight? What do you think about that? What do you think the prospects are for Apple's stock if that were to happen? What do you think the knee-jerk reaction would be? And how long would it take Apple to be able to find other manufacturers to produce its product in other countries where they feel it's safe? Remember, folks, at the end of the day, our friends at Apple are not actually an American company. They're American-based, but they're not manufactured. The product is not manufactured in the United States, nor in Canada. Apple is in name only an American company, but in reality, it is a manufacturer of goods overseas in other countries. Apple spends $75 to $90 billion a year of its money to buy its own stock back, to make its shareholders wealthier and keep the shares at these levels, rather than spending $50 billion a year for the next 5 years to build out factories in the United States and hire Americans to produce this product. Because if you could produce 20 million of these a year in the United States, they would run $50 each to make. I mean, at that kind of volume, you can make them for a lot less money. Problem is, of course, that you can produce these for a lot less than that elsewhere. And if you don't have to be the employer of the people who make this product, you're not responsible for their well-being, their retirement, their health care, or anything else. Whereas if you're in the United States, you are open to litigation by the most litigious country on the planet ever created, the United States of America. And Apple is in no way interested in dealing with 1 billion lawyers to deal with all kinds of worker complaints at Apple factories, where frivolous lawsuits will be filed all over the place. Oh, my wrist hurts. Oh, they're making me work too hard. I want $5 billion. They're not going to play that game. They're going to go, no. We'll go through third-party manufacturers of our product in countries where workers have no rights. It's as simple as that. Ford does it. GM does it. IBM does it. Samsung does it. They all do it because everybody, they're not stupid people in the upper ranks of corporations. Very smart, very brilliant people with slick marketing departments to give you the impression that they're all American and they support America, where in reality, A lot of the business that they do is not done in the United States whatsoever. The profits are perhaps made, but even those profits aren't actually in the U.S. Look at Apple's case with Ireland and other countries. Apple has parked overseas billions of its dollars that are never coming back to the United States. Not a chance, because the U.S. tax man wants 30+% of every dollar coming back, and Apple isn't going to give it to them. Simple as that. It's the American way. Everyone does it. Was it Black & Decker and Stanley Tools? I think Stanley Tools is a Cayman-based corporation. These Illinois-based and Indiana-based manufacturers for hundreds of years. They're all offshore now. They don't make anything in the United States. They're not stupid. They're not going to do that. In any event, welcome to the world at large. Here we are. It's nice to see you. I'm glad you're here. I'm in Calgary. All is well here. Beautiful weather. Great people. We're doing just fine. Thank you all for your kind words and wishes. We returned safe and sound with our travels. Auntie Jen is doing great. Her hip is doing fantastic, and so we're very happy. We're going to be moving into our apartment later this week. We've got all kinds of stuff going on. We're excited. Thank you all for joining me so far this morning. Thank you again for those of you viewers out there who have decided to take the plunge, and you've decided to take control of your lives. Grab your 401ks, turn them into self-administered IRAs, and you've decided, I'm going to write options on my portfolio. I'm going to adjust my portfolio so I can write options for cash flow, build the value of my IRA so that I can retire way more comfortably than the way it's going. I read an article today talking about how employers or employees who leave companies, whether it's voluntarily or not, have the opportunity, if they wish to shift their 401ks into their own IRAs. The thing that what I find amazing, and again, I'm not your tax expert, okay? Please remember that. I can't be your tax expert. I can only be your buddy to try to explain in plain English as best I can what I see going on. But it seems to me that there are a number of people out there with work savings plans that have very heavy fees attached to them, annual fees, management fees attached to them. And that the minute you are thinking of leaving and going somewhere else, like you're going to another firm or you're leaving your company for a while, there's a lot of pressure on you to shift your 401k to another provider somewhere else, to manager somewhere else. The reason that the pressure is on is that these managers who manage your money get fees to do so. And their job is to attract cash, attract assets. And it's not for your benefit, it's for their benefit, for their boss's benefits, to manage more billions of dollars. In your case, what you need to be doing and what you want to be doing, and many of you are, is you want to take control of your own assets and run them yourselves. They're a lot cheaper. If you could set up an IRA where you're doing your own administration and you're doing your own option writing program, if that's what you're doing by watching me here and the gang, great. You're not going to have the fees that you're going to run into elsewhere. So many Americans out there have been caught with gobs of money that have gone from 401k into some kind of an IRA, into a bunch of basket of investments. And they don't realize that they've just signed their dough over to a group of people who are now going to nail them all kinds of management fees through all these different funds. And the money is supposed to be there for you and your retirement. You're not there to make someone else richer and give you mediocre returns. And a number of you have figured that out and decided, I'm going to take control of my own affairs, manage my own money, and I'll do much better that way. A number of you have said to me privately, Bruce, you talk about this all the time on your channel. You talk about your classes all the time. And I'm glad you've made the classes because it's helping me to understand how option writing works and how the option market exists and why it's there and the subtleties of it all. I mean, I've learned stuff about the market I would never have learned had you never done these classes. And you get criticized from time to time that you charge $150 for a class, even though they're about 2 hours long and there's 15 of them. But you know what? The amount of money that you're charging for your classes, even with the sale you have on right now, this is chump change compared to the fees that I've been paying for my money. And this is something that I want you folks to understand as well. If you're sitting out there with after 20 years of saving or 25 years of saving your money and having your employer match it, and it slowly compounds. If it's $100,000 after 20 something years in your 401k or whatever it is, and you guys are getting hit with a 2% management fee every year, you're paying $2,000 a year for someone to manage your money. You take my classes, there are 15 of them right now. You can get 5 for the price of 4. So there's 3 of those. That's $1,800 US. I mean, you would have to pay $1,800 US to get every one of my classes. That's not even a year of your fees. And I'm talking $100,000. There are folks out here who've had, 50, 60, 70,000, slowly growing. But every year, 2% has been coming out, which is 1,000, 1,200. The next year it's 1,400. The next year it's 1,600. The next year it's 1,800. Compounded dollars that have kept coming out. And you do the mathematics after a decade, you'll realize you've paid $15,000 to $20,000 in fees to someone to manage your money to get you to $100,000. Those of you who had 100,000 5 years ago, 10,000, 100,000 10 years ago, the last 5-10 years, you guys have paid $20,000 to $40,000 in fees to have your money managed for you. This is the size of this business. It is absolutely mind-numbing how many millions of people out there, workers, have got billions of dollars a month going out of their accounts into fees into the Wall Street hierarchy. That is why the top guys, the top 100 employees of many of these firms, top 50 at least, have access to private jets and limos. That is your money funding their wonderful lifestyle. And they are going to keep the pressure on their underlings to keep bringing in this cash to keep that lifestyle going. It's a massive amount of money. And on a one-on-one basis, if I can help some of you take a fee of $2,000 that you're going to pay this year, and in a year and a half, you take all of my classes and you send me $1,800 this way. Okay, fair enough. But that takes you to the level where you don't ever pay fees again to anyone for the next 15, 20 years of your existence as an investor. You might save 40, 50,000 in fees going forward because you're self-managing your own account. And on top of that, you're writing options on a portfolio that is now delivering results to you that aren't 4, 6, or 8% a year, but substantially beyond that. Again, depending on how conservative your option writing campaign is. There are people here who are bringing in 30, 50, 70% a year on their money, not paying the fees. And now you do that mathematics, and the numbers just defy logic. I mean, this is where people pull out the calculator and they check the numbers 3 times to make sure, is this right? Is this right? Is this really right? We're not going to pay this much in fees. And if we generate option revenue of this or this or this, we have this much in profits coming our way. Mind-numbing. I'd rather it were in your pocket than someone else's. Call me greedy, but it's better being in your control than anyone else's. Take control of your life. Get out of that job if you don't like it. Change careers or shift your career, whatever you want to do, but make it happen. Folks, thanks again for your support of this channel. Being members, Gold Bagel members, you're the best. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for those of you who've been members now for over 2 years of this channel. Thank you. And those of you who've been taking classes, way to go. Any of you out there who are looking me up for a one-on-one consultation, you know how to find me. Just send me an email and I'll be more than happy to set up a one-on-one with you. And we'll have a chat about your future and where you're going. Remember, people, if you're in your 20s and 30s and 40s and you've been watching me for a little while, you're probably not in the crowd that have yet to receive that 3 o'clock in the morning phone call. You may have been sheltered from it so far. On the other hand, I have had viewers who are in their 20s and 30s who've already had this phone call, this devastating bit of news that someone very near and dear to them is no longer here. And all of a sudden, the world is coming down on them out of nowhere, because all of a sudden you have to now make decisions you never dreamt of having to make before. When you're in your 40s and your 50s and 60s, you begin to accept the inevitable, that time is the enemy of all living things. And eventually shifts happen within families, and you have to grow up now. You have to become the adult now. And that is humbling, but also terrifying. And for those of you out there who've run into that scenario, I understand when I get the call for someone to say to me, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you about my situation, because what you talk about on the channel is a general overall view, which is the way it should be. But I could use some advice from outside the family right now, as to where we're at, where we're headed, where could we be going, and what are your thoughts? If I in any way can help any of you in that area, great. Look me up and we'll have a chat. I'm the guy that is not at your Thanksgiving dinner table next year criticizing everything you've ever done in your entire life and every decision you've ever made. I'm not that guy. I'll never be there. So we can have a chat off the record from everybody else and go from there. If that works for you, great. If you want to just talk to me one-on-one about your investing or some ideas you have, or trades that just aren't working quite as nicely as you want them to be, or some frustrations you're having with your account or whatever, well, that look me up and be more than happy to get together with you. All right. There it is. Thank you all so much for the support that you've given this YouTuber. It is all I can do every day to say thanks and thanks and thanks. I don't know if other YouTubers thank you as much as I do, but I know where my bread is buttered, and it is from the viewership of this group of people to this old white-haired bald guy who's homeless, but not for long, in Calgary. Thank you all for your support of this channel. All right, please consider becoming a member ASAP. We'd love to have you on board. Okay. What else is going on? We're watching obviously all the other activity out there. We got oil struggling to get anywhere. I don't think that's going to be a big issue for a while. Interest rates will be announced tomorrow. I don't expect a massive change of anything there. There'll be a quarter point move on the interest rate factor. Fair enough. That'll be that. We can live with that. We were anticipating it. This shouldn't be an issue. What else? Are there more bank failures coming? Question mark, Bruce. Do you think there's any more of those coming? It's possible. The one area, well, one of the many areas, but there's an area of concern in the investment community regarding bank health, let's say the health of banks, and that is commercial real estate loans. That's definitely something in the mix. We've already had the issue of private mortgages. We've already been going through that with the slowdown of the housing market. The other area that keeps coming up once in a while and then it goes away, then we hear about it, then it goes away, auto loans, automobile financing. Now, I'm not talking about most of you here. I really am not talking about most of you here who are maybe sitting on a car loan that you took out 3-4 years ago when the rates were nothing. You're making your payments, you're driving your car, truck, SUV, whatever. What I'm talking about is this this aggressive loan policy that has been going on at the street level for the down and outers, the ones who are really just struggling to get by in America. I'm talking about the folks who have so-so credit, who couldn't possibly get a new car loan from any car dealer, not a chance, where they have been almost preyed upon, I guess is the way to say this, predatory lending for used cars. And a lot of people out there are stuck with really ugly upside down loans where they are being forced to pay an absolute ransom for vehicles that have heavy mileage, heavy usage, that aren't worth anywhere near what these folks owe on the vehicles. And what's been happening in the last 5 years is an individual will get a car, if they have anything down, they use it. If they don't, they probably get a loan anyway. And they're basically financing a used car at double its value. They run it for a year or two. It gets into rough shape. They then go to a dealer to try to replace the old car with a new car. And the old loan gets rolled into a new loan with another car instead, which is 4 or 5 years newer, 5 years newer, with not as much mileage on it. And they find a way to write a loan to that individual at ungodly rates, interest rates, and ridiculous penalty fees and so on. And people are trapped. They're trapped in this never-ending circle of debt inside a used car vehicle marketplace that is just a pit, endless pit of economic misery. And they have no way out because they will never get their hands on enough dough to just walk over to the guy and say, here's the balance of the loan, get lost. They haven't got the dough or the ability to go to a car dealer and get a loan for a new car. They don't have a down payment. They have no credit history of any high end. Their debts are so high as it is, they can't qualify for any other loans. It just goes on and on and on. It's purgatory. You're in a jail and there's no way out. And so you stay inside this hamster wheel of misery and it never ends. This is an area that has been growing at a massive pace for the last 10 years. And every once in a while, I'll see an article or read something about this where there are hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars involved in this kind of financing. The payday loan guys are another nightmare that Americans don't realize in the full extent of how bad this is. There are millions of Americans who are living paycheck to paycheck on future paycheck to paycheck rotations. They're not surviving as a cash American. They're surviving as credit Americans. And they are paying 20, 30, 40% interest on revolving credit line loans that are rolled over on every paycheck that they bring in to just stay ahead of the curve. It is really ugly out there. And this will become a multi-trillion-dollar nightmare portfolio of loans that have been packaged and repackaged by, guess who? Wall Street, to all kinds of investors all over the place. And we saw the horror show of the ninja loans, no income, no job loans for mortgages back in 07, 08 that came to a head at that point in time. That was built from 2000 all the way to 2006. That built up, and then exploded in a massive volcano. We've got similar kind of things brewing in various sectors here and there throughout the American economy. And eventually they're going to get to the point where that little zit there becomes an exploding volcano of misery. And I worry about that. Right now, unbelievably, it's absolutely unbelievable to me that banks that cater to well-to-do Americans are going under. This has never happened before. Banks that cater to the unemployed and have bad credit loans, they're usually the ones that go under. But banks that cater to well-to-do individuals are actually the ones that are having troubles right now, because these entities, as well run as they were and as convenient for the customer to use, and all the wealth management advice they were providing, and on and on and on and on, did not themselves protect themselves from the potential of an interest rate spike to 5%, which blows my 1975 mind out the door, because as a 20-year-old in 1975, 74, 75, we were looking at 18% interest rates and getting ready to enter the workforce. And I'm looking at a world here where $200 billion banks cannot handle 5% interest rates from the Fed. This is, to me, the most amazing display of incompetency I have ever seen in my financial existence. I cannot believe that entities actually go belly up with 5% interest rates in an 8% inflation world. This is laughable. Absolutely, it's a disgrace, and it is laughable at the same time. Absolutely amazing. And of course, guess who bails out the entire system at the end of it all? So far, it is the FDIC with the insurance thing they have going and the other bankers. But guess who the bankers will turn to bail themselves out? The customers of the banks. Who do you think is going to pay for this bill? The taxpayer, to a degree, will pay some of it, maybe, but really it is the customers, which is you, all of you out there. You're the ones going to pay for this incompetence, because the insurance rates are going to go up, which means banks can't pay as much interest as they would normally be able to pay on deposits, because they need that interest money to pay the premiums to bail out all these nightmare scenarios, which makes JP Diamond even richer. So congratulations, America. JP Diamond can order himself a brand new Gulfstream 800 or 850, whatever that new model is, for $85 million, because they just scored another $2 billion gain off the backs of First Republic. It's unbelievable. Keep in mind the other thing. I'll mention this. A lot of analysts out there have analyzed this takeover of First Republic by JP Morgan. And the one thing they agree on, without question, is that JP Morgan just scored themselves a whack of guaranteed income forever from the fact that First Republic was filled with all kinds of asset managers that were being paid 2% a year on your accounts that they were actively managing. And these guys, all that business is just shifted over to JP Morgan. And that is what they wanted to get their hands on. Did they want the mortgages? No. Did they want the car loans? No. Did they want the credit card business? Not really. No. What did they want to get their hands on? The 2% management fee of the hundreds of billions of dollars under administration of these asset managers. That now has shifted to JP Morgan. And that is the name of the game. And this is why I keep coming back to you guys watching me here. You do not realize the power you have as a group. You folks together are sitting on billions and billions of dollars of assets. I mean, all the viewers of this channel over the years, billions of dollars of assets and more that are now being soaked at 2% per year to asset managers, wealth managers, whatever you want to call these guys and girls. They offer you a lovely cup of coffee if you go to the branch, and they'll give you lovely brochures on how they can manage your money, and they'll show you wonderful charts on how the money has grown over the years. What you're never going to get from them is how much money they've made over the years off of the backs of their clientele. They are doing rather well, but you're not. When you go into a branch like a Chase branch or something else, you're not meeting the person that flies in the private jet. You're not meeting that one. The person you're meeting is a salaried employee with some bonus monies that can come their way. And if they work their butts off, they'll make 80 to 150,000 a year. Maybe some of them like 200,000 a year. The money is made, and I mean the money, is made, the millions, by their bosses way up the chain, 3-4 levels higher than they are. Not even in the branch does anyone make private jet money or Julia Roberts money. We're talking the guys and girls in New York, in Wall Street, at head office. This is the group that really generates the dough. And those are the folks with their underlings that are driving their local managers nuts with targets of how much money you have to bring in, which means those managers are pushing the reps that talk to you relentlessly. You've got to bring in so many millions of dollars every month or you get fired. And these billions and tens of billions and hundreds of billions come in under administration to be run by the trading desks of the boys and girls in Wall Street. And that is what powers the Dow Jones and everything else that we're following here all the time. And it's your dough that is feeding into this system. And the top people over there in New York, in those high-end offices, they're the ones who have access to the private jet and the jet helicopters and you name it. And so they see the Triple Crown every year. They see the Indianapolis 500 if they want to. They're the ones going to the Masters. They're the ones with the corporate tents in some of the most exclusive sporting events in the world, not just in the USA. They go to the Sotheby's auctions to buy memorabilia that turns them on. They're the ones that go to Britain and France and elsewhere to enjoy the good life. They're the ones who are benefiting. And it's all because of you. Congratulations, you're funding the lifestyles of the rich and famous. Now, there's a way for some of you out there, most of you, a lot of you, to keep some of that for yourself. Then I've done my job, because there's no way I'm satisfied unless you guys are hauling in $30,000 a month in option premiums. Once you get the $30,000 a month in option premiums, you don't need to watch me anymore, because you've reached that level. What do you need the old man for? I can do this on my own. But we got to get you there. And that is my job. And if it takes a year or two or three, not too long a time frame to get to where you really want to be. And so thank you all for sticking around and growing your portfolio as you are and diversifying your portfolio as you are, going through the ups and downs of this market. Well done, everybody. Okay, there we are. We are 7 minutes away from opening for trading today. Our buddy Larry Titus will hit the bells, I hope, and we will be up and running. Thank you again for hanging around with me so far. I note that we seem to be about, what do we got here? Hang on, let me get this to pop up here. We're down 100 points on the Dow at this point. We see the S&P down 10 and NASDAQ down 11. Oil down now $1 a barrel, $1.08 a barrel. Watching pre-market quotes. On SOFI, I see 526 at the moment. Volume showing 2.5 million shares. We'll see what the real market looks like when we open for business here. GameStop down 2 cents. Nothing to worry about there. Good or bad. Matterport, I don't see any change. 23andMe down maybe 3 cents. Spire up 3. I don't have anything on ATIP. SmartRent, I think it's up 6 cents. I can't tell you for sure. And Cyxtera might be up a half a penny. Apple is up 28 cents at 169.88. Tomorrow is the day after tomorrow is the day for release of their earnings. Goldman Sachs down 77 cents. Cisco down 13. Tesla unchanged. Arc Innovations down 2. Microsoft is up 141 after losing 170 yesterday. 306.97. Bed Bath Beyond at 9.98 cents a share as this is being played out to the end. Pfizer down, make that up. Pfizer's up 14 more cents, added to 32 cents yesterday, the gain yesterday plus now. So we're up almost 50 cents a share in the last 24 some odd hours. HPQ up 64 cents, 2% gain here at $30.61. Carvana down 6 cents, Alphabet down 12, Amazon down 44 cents, Nvidia down 238 at 286, and Unity is down 13 cents a share right there. That is what I see on some of these stocks we're following. We open in 5 minutes and we'll see what the market has in store for us. Thank you for 126 thumbs ups that have come in so far on this telecast. Every day I beg and beg for thumbs up, and you guys deliver. And I thank you for 200 thumbs ups every morning show. You guys do it for me every time, whether it's live or on the rerun. I love you guys. Thank you very much for letting YouTube know this Canadian guy is worthy of promotion by YouTube. By the way, there's a new law in Canada. They have a new law. It's C11. There's all kinds of changes coming to streaming in Canada because Canadians must be protected from those evil Americans and other forces out there against the Canadian message that should be given to Canadians. What we worry about as creators up here is this going to interfere with us to talk to you or for you to find us? I don't know. So hit the thumbs up button for me. Do me a favor. Keep people finding us. Help us get found through the YouTube analytics. Thank you all for that. I appreciate it. All right. What's going on? Man, oh, man, oh, man. Credit Savage. Good morning, my fellow simpletons and bag holders. Hope everyone is well. More downgrades? Sure. Bring it. Bring it. Oh, man. What can I say? What else is going on here? Get them bells ready, says JR. Good morning, a bagel gang. I forgot to hit the thumbs up button, says Alberto. Good morning, Alberto. What else is happening here? I'm ready, Freddie. I'm ready. Nick DeMaurier, I'm number 112 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you, everybody, for that. Whatever number you are, I do appreciate it very much. What else is happening? A lot of good mornings going on here. People talking to each other, which is great. Nice to see you all. And I'm excited that you're here. We're getting ready to start trading and see what this market wants to give us, take away from us, try to take away from us. A way to go, everyone, on how you're doing out there. Let me know how you're doing on your Tesla options. How are you guys doing on your options on all the stocks you're writing on? And let's see how it goes. Welcome one, welcome all to the program. With this market down 1/4 of a point to start the morning, it's a nothing burger. Let's be honest. There's really not a lot going on here. I think the market is looking for direction. We'll see. The interest rate thing, this is what we're talking about here. Today and tomorrow, the Fed is in meetings. We've got the press conference tomorrow. You know what happens during the press conference, don't you? You remember, don't you, that, Mr. So-and-so starts speaking, and then the rug man might come out, might not. So just be ready for volatility the next 24 hours. Keep calm and carry on is what we like to say. Always be looking for option writing rollover opportunities, whether you've got an option that is nicely dropped in value for you and you can now move into a future timed option at a different strike price for more money to you. Great. If this allows you to buy additional deep in the money calls to write more options as a poor man cover call writer, great. If it sets you up to buy more shares to be able to write more contracts against more stock, fantastic. Getting richer and growing that account of yours is the #1 game here. Thank you. Yep, everyone is waiting on Powell. Yepper. That's the bottom line. That's what we're wondering about. Let's see what gives and where we're at. SoFi right now, 526, down 21 cents. Big deal. It's a nothing burger. A 20-cent move is 5 minutes. There's nothing to it. We open up in a minute. Let's see what the market really shows us, and let's go from there. We'll be around. Are we around next week? Yeah. Are we around next month? Yeah. We'll be here. We'll be writing options and taking the money off of these gamblers for years as they hand it over. Why not? Waiting for the opening. I'm showing the Dow down 86 on the pre-market, waiting for the actual market to open up, and we'll see what this market has in store for us. Fun, fun, fun till Daddy takes the T-Bird away. So there you go, everybody. Welcome to the show. Hope you're doing all right. How about those New Jersey Devils winning their first playoff series in a decade? Was that right? Or since 2012? I can't remember. The Toronto Maple Leafs first win. How about the Seattle Kraken knocking off the defending Stanley Cup champion Colorado Avalanche, winning their first ever playoff series that they were ever in 7 games on the road? I mean, what? Wow, what a run. This has been a strange playoff season for the NHL already. It's crazy. Larry, thank you, my friend. Nailing that thumbs up button. Nate V is in the house. How you doing, Nate V? Welcome, my friend. JR, and there's the bells. DQ, Kaiser's trip. I don't know what this means. Alberto, thanks, Lair. Thank you from DQ. Go Devil, says Mandu. JR, Uncle Bruce, my Tesla's doing okay, but waiting for the depreciation to kick in big time. There you go. Time is your friend. We are opening and we are beginning to trade. I think the Dow looks to be off about 80 odd points at the moment. Down 9 on S&P, 7 on NASDAQ, oil down a buck a barrel. That's what I see so far. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce. So you don't think that manufacturing in China is not on the up and up? I got a friend who was thinking about setting up this factory for dancing poles. Yeah, you know, these dancing pole dancers. Sorry, Alberto says Beach Boy. There's all kinds of fun going on out there. Where do you produce a dancing pole where you can get a good, reliable supply? Because you know how they wear out. Oh, my. Bertie is dodging those New York poll taxes. That's what's going on. Oh, my. They're just photos I don't want to see. They're just certain photos. I don't want to see these photos. We're down 145 now on the Dow. I think we seem to be getting through the opening gyrations here. Let's see if we have any real direction with this market. Let's pop that up there. Yeah, 144 on the Dow. We're down 14 on S&P, down 24 on NASDAQ. SOFI now is trading at 520, 521. So far this morning, it would appear we're off 26 cents. We'll see if this lasts very long. This is the low of the session, 5.6 million as the opening salvo. We got to get through the first couple of minutes. Anyone that wants out gets out, and then we'll see where the real trend is going to be for this market, for SOFI and everybody else. AI is down 39 cents to 18.24. Unity down 50 cents to 26.30. GameStop 18.38, down 17 cents. SOFI 5.22 now, down a quarter. Tesla is up 161 to 163.44. We've got Apple right now up 67 cents at 170.26. HPQ up 23 cents, $30.19. Google down 14 cents. Moderna up $1.06 at 134.40. Cisco down 58 today at 46.76. Pfizer's up 44 cents to $39. And now 39.77, up 56 cents on Pfizer. In the last week, Pfizer has gone from a low of about 38.40-ish, 38.30 to now 39.70. So not a massive move, but it is trending in the right direction. But we would have to get back to about the $42 level to break out of the last month's high. So $3 more needed for Pfizer to hit highs since a month ago. So that's the story there. IBM down 26 cents at the moment. Microsoft is up 237. ME down 6.5 cents. Matterport is unchanged. Rocket Lab down 3. SmartRent up 2. Spire down 0.5 penny. Amazon down 9 cents. Home Depot is off 98. Vanek Vectors Semiconductor ETF is up 19 cents. Netflix up 128. Adobe up 137. Goldman Sachs down $4. Boeing down 65 cents. Meta Platforms up 115 at the moment. Royal Caribbean down a penny. Not much there. We've got Target off 53 cents. JP Morgan up 18 cents. We've got Costco up 116 after a down day yesterday. Walmart is down 62. Disney down $1.24 to 101 right now. And NVIDIA 153 lower. American Airlines down 13 cents to 13.76. There is the story as I see it. 230 gain on Tesla, a 170 drop on the Dow. SOFI now 518 last trade. Let's see what the range has been so far. Low of the day, 517. That's where we are right this second. High of the day, 530. And volume so far on SOFI in the first 5 or so minutes is 7.8 million approximately. 517 a share. And that appears to be at about the low of the day as we speak. Everybody, there you have it. Good morning, everybody. Welcome from wherever you are watching me from around the world. great to have you here. I just bought back. Leon says 31 SoFi calls for 60 cents. I originally sold them for $1.03. As Bobby says, stink bid hit 1,100 shares now. Right on. People still picking up this cheap SoFi, and why not? 5.16 a share, 5.17, down 31 cents for the early first few minutes of the session. Let's see what happens. DQ sub 5. Here we go. We're going under 5. That's what he's thinking. Well, we'll find out. 5.16, 16 cents away from 5. Could it actually do that much of a dip? Maybe, maybe not. Could it have a bit of a rip into the 575 area? That could happen at any time. I actually fear an up move on SoFi more than a dip, but this morning it's the dip first, maybe a rip later. 512, 510 now, 510, 512 on SoFi as we are watching this closely. 325 gain on Tesla. GameStop down 7 cents, just 7 on GameStop. 1848 now is where we're at. The Dow is off 158. SoFi 506 now, another new low of the session. 505 on SoFi, just hitting another new low of 505. All right, watch that. 169 drop on the Dow, 15 on S&P, 21-point drop on NASDAQ. Oil down 122. All righty. Barron's saying that Pfizer's stock rises due to a strong sales beat. So their sales beat expectations, and that's why Pfizer has been inching higher. SoFi 504 now at the moment. 504. The volume on SoFi now is 10.7 million with a 503 low of the session. I am now noticing 504 to 506-ish at the moment. We're not done yet. Not done yet. Tesla up 272 at the moment. And there you go. Credit Savage. I thought SoFi was in the short sale restricted list. I think it is, but it still can go down. There it is. Double D thinking 498. Credit Savage, SoFi 298 by Friday. I'll average down then. Alberto, Tesla's covered calls to expiry. Let's go, says Alberto. JR, Pfizer had some good news on the new prostate cancer drug. Prostate cancer drug. Down 176 on the Dow. GameStop down a dime. SoFi at 507, down 40 with a low of, I think, 505. Hang on. 503 was the low. 11.6 million traded. At the moment, 507 a share on SoFi. 331 gain on Tesla to 165.14. There you go. Touchgrass says dropping right out of the gate is an act of desperation. Kaiser Trip, Uncle Bruce, do you think Tesla will pop in the next month or so? Anything is possible. Remember, I think I read this morning that Tesla raised the price of the Model 3 and the Model Y by $250 last night, something like that. These little adjustments, the up adjustments are viewed as a positive because every car is now $250 more profitable, for everyone they produce. Or sell online, I guess. I don't know. But Tesla has every opportunity to move higher, but it also has every opportunity to go lower. Interest rate, inflation, U.S. economy, the debt ceiling, the Ukraine thing. There's a lot going on here. Tesla's kind of quiet right now at 160.65, isn't it? It's just kind of hanging around here. 508, by the way, on SoFi. 509 now on SoFi. All right, JR, Alberto, amen, bro. Sheepy Investor, Credit Savage, why do you think it'll go to 3? Credit Savage, after all these SoFi and FRC news, I'm going to need that prostate drug. Lorraine, I bought more SoFi. Bama Babe, stock slowly sliding down. Alberto, JR, I'm licking the plate, taking crumbs. If Tesla drops lower, I will pick up more. There you go. 510 on SoFi at this second in time. We're a little better than this morning's low. GameStop 1843 down 12. Tesla holding a 170 gain, nothing much at 163.72. The Dow is 151 lower, now down 134. So the Dow seems to be picking up just a bit here. Alrighty, Kaiser Trip, Uncle Bruce, thank you for the informed info. I do what I can with what's left. Thank you, Kaiser Trip, and everybody Kind words, always appreciated. Welcome to the party, pals, as we get started for the day. Another trading session going through. Down 12 on GameStop, 509 on your SoFi, and the Dow down 131. S&P down 15, NASDAQ down 40. This is a third of 1%, by the way. This is a nothing burger. These markets are not plummeting at all. They're slightly lower. That's all I can say about this. If you're watching any network out there and they're saying that stocks are plummeting in price, they're full of BS. They don't know what they're talking about. They're obviously not market people. They're looking for sensationalistic type eyeball catching viewers. That's all they're doing. We're down 0.3 to 0.4 of a percentage point. That's it. It's very quiet. Oil, a little more slippage on oil. Get the pun there. 147. The drop on oil now, 147 a barrel to 74.19. We're approaching the 73 handle on oil. Interesting. Very interesting. Remember, the United States will buy oil under $70 to replenish its national strategic reserves. It's at 74.19. Was $82, $83 a couple of weeks ago. Isn't that interesting how that backed up? Very interesting. Alex, number 54. Good morning, folks. Hey, Alex, how you doing, buddy? The Great Savage. At least my CRWD puts are making me money. Are those crud puts? I should know better. Crud, CRWD, rock and roll. Make sure to clean the crud out of your mouse, ladies and gentlemen. Important safety tips for all to consider, okay? AI down 54, Unity down 59, GameStop down 14, SoFi 507 down 40. Tesla down, make that up 199. It's down to 163.80. It was a little higher than that this morning, but it's up 199. That's Tesla. ATIP is at 27 cents, up a tenth of a penny. 29. Bed Bath Beyond is now 8.9 cents a share. Apple 169.70, up 11 cents. It was 170 a little while ago this morning, not holding it. HPQ up 44 cents at 30.40. Google up down 47, Moderna up 112, Cisco down 49, Pfizer up 63, IBM down 38, Microsoft up 137. We got up, down, up, down, up, down, all over the place here. No consistency. Amazon is up 4 cents. Home Depot down 150. Vanik down 9 cents. Netflix down 267. Adobe down 30 cents. Goldman down 270. Boeing down 65. Meta down 51. All red over there at the moment. Target off 87. JP Morgan holding a 48-cent gain. Costco up 65 cents. Walmart down 72. Disney down $1. Nvidia down $2. American Airlines down 14 cents. That's where we're at there. All right. 140 gain. 140 point loss on the Dow at the moment. 15.9 on S&P and 31 on NASDAQ right now. All right. Alberto Crowd, he says. JR, Uncle Bruce, when something gets exercised on a deep in the money call, how do I get out of that? Exercise my own deep in the money calls? If you get exercised on a deep in the money call, you will be short the stock in your account. You keep your premium that you received, but you'll be short the stock and you'll have the dough from all the stock that has been shorted for you. So if you've written a call on Tesla at 165 and you get taken out, you'll be given $165 a share in cash into your account. You'll be short 100 shares or 200 or 500, whatever number you've written. And now you can buy your stock back on the open market. And that negates the short position. And you can write a new contract and you take on a new position and away we go. And you may find that what you buy the stock back for is more than what you got when you got taken out. That's possible. But what you get when you write a new covered call is more money than you needed to buy the stock back, and you've just added new cash to your account. So if you're writing now a 170 call on Tesla, you're saying to the market, take me out at 170. And I just took in 15 or 20 bucks a contract. Thank you. Take me out at 170. I dare you. You don't mind that. there's this scenario. Your deep in the money calls stay where they are. They just stay where they are, and you write a new call against the deep in the money call or calls, and we continue on rolling forward. Nothing to worry about. Credit Savage, just in. Wedbush has buying recommendations for BBBY and AMC because that's the world we live in, and RCL is a great stock moneymaker. There you go. Amy J, number 156. Good morning. Thank you for the 156 thumbs ups, AJ. JR, thank you. You got it, buddy. No problem at all. We have a thumbs up meter now of 156. 44 more, and we've got 200 thumbs ups on the session. Thank you all for coming in on that. I appreciate it. We're down only 119 on the Dow now. We're coming on a bit. AI down 84, Unity down 69 cents, GameStop down 22, SoFi at 505, off 42 cents so far this morning. The low on SoFi today, 503. Volume, 16.3 million shares. Last, it looks like at 505 a share. Bargoon, and it seems to have stopped falling in the last 5-10 minutes. We've kind of hung around here all of a sudden and have stopped falling off. Could be a little pop coming. Yeah, could always happen. Could the shares go back to 550? Sure. Could they go to 6? Oh yeah, for sure they could. But at the moment, 504, 505 per share. Tesla up 281, 164.64 at the moment. Apple up 12 cents. HPQ up 37. Google down 102. Moderna up 106. Cisco down 53. And Pfizer now breaking $40, up 81 cents at $40 a share. Picking up a little more steam today, up a 2%, 2 percentage points at the moment. Earnings PE multiple for Pfizer, 7.3. That is a cheap, high quality drug company. What can I tell you? The stock is cheap. That's the story as we are sitting here going through the first 17 minutes of trading action on the Dow today. And that's it. Headline, SoFi stock sell-off builds as lull in loan sales sparks concerns. Really? That's what you're worried about? A lull in loan, what was that word? Loan sales? I mean, really? I find that to be kind of ridiculous. But then again, I'm a fan, so what can I say? Let's see here. Headline comment here. There were minimal actual loan sales during the first quarter, but we fear that when SoFi does start selling loans again, that there could be a material negative impact on the fair value of the loan portfolio. Wedbush analyst Dave, someone said, as he downgraded the stock to neutral from outperform. The company marks its loans with a baked-in gain on sale margin assumption, regardless of whether the loans are actually sold in the quarter. He continued, we believe that SoFi not selling loans in the first quarter could imply that gain on sale margins aren't trending at similar elevated levels to those generated last year, or that the market for loans may have weakened. SoFi shares were off 7% in morning trading after declining 12% on Monday. Additionally, the analyst highlighted that SoFi raised its full-year forecast by less than the amount of its first quarter beat, implying an incrementally weaker second half. So he's happy that they've upped their numbers, but they're just not upped enough. There you go. Let's see. Let's see here. Funding sources. There's all kinds of talk about being able to write loans and sell loans, write loans and sell loans. What they are not highlighting is the fact that one of the analysts was saying most encouraging data point in SoFi's release was the rate of growth of the company's retail deposits. Through the volatility in the banking sector set off in the March failure of Silicon Valley Bank, SoFi added a record $2.7 billion to its deposit base in the first quarter of 2023 and has crossed over the $10 billion mark in total retail deposits. This analyst rates the stock outperform with a $10 target, and that would be Moffett-Nathanson's Eugene Simuni. That is another analyst who is given a very strong, upbeat call on SoFi. So take your choice. Who do you believe? The Wedbush guy thinking that SoFi all of a sudden can't sell its loans? Really? Or the fact that, hey, 10 billion is in the company's bank account. I know that they have cash of 2.5 billion, well-funded bank. I'll take the money, Alex. I'll take cash on hand for 100, Alex, for the upside of SoFi. Thank you very much. While I speak, of course, it's $4.96 a share while I'm talking to you. So it's at its low of the day because no one wants to listen to this $10 analyst call. They all want to listen to the Wedbush guy. Well, there you go. Like I said, bad news goes much faster, travels much faster than good news. And it's what people want to listen to. The good news is they kind of go, oh, that could be wrong. The bad news guys can't be wrong, but the good news guy, he could be wrong. 493, 494 on SoFi right now is where we're trading at, which is laughable, absolutely laughable, but it is what it is. What can I say? What can I say? Who cares says, I can't hang with the gang today. Good darn job. I enjoyed the day, folks. Mr. Premium of the option. GameStop stinker hit, sold for $2.45, just bought back for 11 cents. Alberto, see ya. Who cares? Alberto, Mr. Premium, nice work. JR, Mr. Premium of the options, nice. JR, I guess we better get ready for a reverse split on SoFi. The Credit Savage, SoFi is at 5. It's at 5. Matthew, 163rd, thumbs up. Good morning, folks. SoFi, good company, but has a shareholder problem. We are below 5, says JR. 498 says Credit Savage. Credit Savage, come on, go to 3. Come on, Alex. Am I paranoid, or does this so-called analysis and heavy selling yesterday seem coordinated? Vash, Smart Rent with a nice little 40-cent rise for 5 days. See, wonder if it keeps it up till Friday. That is something to notice. Yeah. So honestly, when I mention something negative on Meta, I gain more attention than from anything else that was positive. There you go. 490 on SoFi. 490.91 on SoFi. That is the low of the day. 23.6 million traded. I say shake out the loose hands. Dip the stock. Panic out the loosey-gooseys. And then go from there, because a 40, 50, $1 run after a drop off, no problem whatsoever. But again, you just got to have the staying power to stick around and say, I'm not shaking. I mean, you're not shaking me out. Looks like I bought back my SoFi 5s too early, but didn't want to hold them through the earnings call. Nick, the Wedbush guy, wasn't even on the conference call. Laugh out loud. He wasn't even there. About that, down 149 on the Dow. We've got the rest of the market down 17 on S&P, down 26 on NASDAQ. Oil now 73.78, down 185. Oil is still backing off. There you go. Interesting. 491 on the SoFi. CNBC has got it at 491. So has Yahoo Finance. And so has Marketplace, 491, 490, 91, 492. It seems to be where we're at this moment in time. Gotta have the cojones to stay with SoFi, I guess, says JR. Bagel Babe, you're killing me, SoFi. You're killing me, man. Come on, man. 492, 493, and now 494 a share on SoFi. Interesting morning. Never a dull moment. 25.5 million traded in 24 minutes. So it's $1 million a minute so far this morning. There you go. Where else are we at? AI down 78. Unity down 73. GameStop 18.29, down 26 cents a share. All right. Keep your eyes on your options for your GameStop. Keep your eyes on your options on anything else you're writing, and always look to make your next move writing down the road for big premiums. That's what you want to do. Out of the money, big premiums. Thank you very much. 496 on SoFi now. 496 a share. Volume is now coming in at 26.2 in 25 minutes. There you go. 490 was the low. 496 is the current value or price point at, as we see, 495, 496 a share. Okay, that is SoFi. No dull moments here. Let's go. Nick, JR, just put on the blindfold. You can't see SoFi go down if you're wearing a blindfold. Financial mischief. The one SoFi dollar rights I've been sitting on are looking pretty good right now. Touch grass. That always be writing advice doesn't seem so crazy now, does it? Here you go. Splair did a lucky day trade. I made an unbelievable just-in-case order on Carvana after buying some of it at 670. Went really into my take, a profit of 718. Nice going, Splair. JR, Nick DeMori. Oh, yeah, good idea. Always be writing. All right. We got GameStop down 27. SoFi at 494, 492. Coming back again. Tesla up 287 at 164.70. We've got ATIP down 0.4 of a penny. Apple up 13 cents. HPQ up 25. Credit 492 for SoFi. Fine. I will angrily, I will buy 100 more. There you go. If you want to be down there, I'll buy another 100 on you. 492, 493 per share on SoFi right now. Okay. Fun times, kids. Fun times. We have 169 thumbs ups, 31 away from 200. Thank you very much. Keep those thumbs ups coming in if you can, folks. We're going for 200 today. Nicely done, everybody. Credit Savage. Now I wait for 461. I'm waiting. I'm ready. Let's buy him there, he says. Financial Mischief. I wrote those $1 strikes for 701. I'm currently trading at $4. Very interesting. Credit Savage, stink bid for 300 more. Give them to me. Give them to me down there. I'll take them off your hands. 492 right at the moment on SoFi. GameStop down 27 cents. Tesla holding a $3 gain right now. Welcome, everybody, to the party. It's never a dull moment around here. Always something to watch and see going on. Let's see what else is happening here. Let's see. Morgan Stanley planning 3,000 more layoffs, apparently. And what else is going on? Any other crazy stuff here? Headline, Putin is being warned of an arrest if he attends a summit. Kremlin rejects U.S. claim of 100,000 Soviet or Russian casualties. Let's see. Asian American and Pacific Islander women face a $267,000 lifetime salary shortfall due to the pay gap. Not a nice call there, is it? Let's see. Yeah, Pfizer earnings and revenues top expectations despite COVID vaccine sales decline. Yep. It seems to be the headlines out of our friends at CNBC these days. SoFi right now, according to CNBC, 492 is the last trade. 493 on the Market Watch and Yahoo Finance, kind of similar quotes. And we've got, let's see here, get some refreshing stuff going on here. There we have it. Yep, the 3-month T-bill touches the highest level since July 06 on debt ceiling worries. That's something we haven't really talked about much here lately. We haven't had to go into the idea of maybe interest rates climbing higher due to the debt default talks getting more serious. 3.5% for a 10-year treasury, nothing much to get worked up on there. The US dollar in the euro is 109.46, and then for the pound, 124. So the US dollar has backed off a bit on those two lately. Australian dollar's up a half a penny, by the way, so far this morning, because they rose rates. They rose their interest rates up. There you go. Okay, Cred Savage. Some paper-handed sissies want me to sell their SoFi at book value. Fine, I will angrily buy more at book value. Thank you very much. I'm more than happy to buy the stock at its book value. Yes, 2.5 billion cash on hand, 10 billion in deposits. That's a big increase. Growing leaps and bounds. Stock 492. What can I say? 492. It was 690 yesterday morning in the pre-market. It's now 492. You think there's an orchestrated attack going on the stock? You think there's a bunch of short sellers trying to attack this thing? You think maybe, perhaps? No. We're up 250 on Tesla, 164.37. GameStop down 25 cents at the moment. The Dow off 155 points. Look at oil down 220 a barrel now. Oil down to 73.46. Really dropping fast on oil prices. That is really something. Breaking headline coming out. U.S. factory orders up 0.9% in March versus a consensus of a 1.2% rise. So U.S. factory orders are rising at a slower pace than anticipated. Interesting. See how that affects things. 491 to 492 on your SoFi right now. DH Ruda, stink bid hit 200 SoFi. I got them. I got 200 on the stink bid. Thank you very much. Buying the stock at book value. I think that's an okay buy. Yeah, I would say so. Very, very interesting. The Dow off 183 at the moment, down 22 on S&P, down 45 on NASDAQ. Oil backing off 224 a barrel, 73.42. And oh, look at this, Moonman Moo. Moonman Moo, have you rejoined us? Have you come back to the family? We've missed you. Nice to see you there. Congrats and thank you for joining up. Gold bagel level. Moonman Moo, gold bagel member. Way to go. Thank you, Moonman Moo, for joining up and becoming part of the family as before. That's wonderful stuff. Thank you also, by the way, 173 thumbs ups. We're only 27 away from 200. We're going to make it here. This is awesome. Thank you, everybody. Way to go, Moonman Moo. I just want to keep that up there. I think that's a wonderful looking green banner member joining this channel. I love it. Thank you all so much for being loyal to the cause. There you go. Interesting. A Financial Mischief says, I had 50 of these. I've been slowly rolling out of them. I only have 17 left. I'm up 5,100 on the 17. Now I want all 50 back. This would be on the $1 strikes for 701. Wow, what a right. Credit Savage, Financial Mischief, dude, I'm going to start following you because you obviously knew way more than most of us did here. That guy, I honestly thought the fours were behind us for good. SoFi bought 1,500 more shares. You see what you did? I've got 1,500 more. Splair, Moonman Moo, rock on. Welcome, Moonman Moo, to the channel from Splair. Good stuff. Gold Bagel member, rock on indeed. We're down 190 on the Dow. I think that's the low of the day. AI down 78, Unity down 96, GameStop down 31 cents. SoFi 487, the low of the day again being set on SoFi. 487, 485 actually has been touched. 32.5 million shares have traded. We are shaking out the loose hands, and there are folks around here picking up cheap stock. Marcus, number 174, Uncle Bruce. You are coming into 200 thumbs ups, no question about it today. Marcus, picking up more SoFi. I'm going to grab this stuff. Beach Boy, 30 shekel donation. Another nice tax shield. Thank you very much, SoFi. P.S. Keep quiet as to not wake up the pole dancer. A jet lag from China, etc. You know, right on, Beach Boy. Thank you, my friend. Giddy up. Credit Savage. Oh, God, I just realized the red market whisperer speaks tomorrow. We're going to crash. Oh, geez, we're going to crash. Thank you, guys, for your support. Beach Boy, thank you. And also, Moonman Moo, welcome to the club. Great to have you guys here and following the channel. Thank you so much. Bama Babe, I am the pole dancer. Laughing out loud. I am the pole dancer. Down 205 on the Dow, down 205. Now down 223 on the pole dancer. On the Dow Jones. Can't get that pole dancer out of my head. Down 229 on the Dow, down 25 on S&P, down 49 on NASDAQ. Oil down 235 to 73.81. No, 73.31 a barrel. We're going for $72 on oil. We could see 72 as a handle here. The way this thing is plummeting, that's got to mean tomorrow morning when you wake up, everyone in America will go to their local gas stations and will see overnight that gas will have dropped 15 cents a gallon, because that's how it works, right? Oil drops $3-4 a barrel, and the next day gas prices drop 15-20 cents a gallon, don't they? Because they go up 15-20 cents the next day. They should go down, right? Oh man, somehow I believe Bama Babe. Says Chris, sleeping investor. What is SoFi's book value? I think it's higher than 488 myself. Wing Commander 174, buddy. You are going for 200 thumbs ups. It's going to happen. 175 thumbs up meter now. Fabulous, everybody. Thank you. Down 227 on the Dow. 239 it looks like, even on the Dow. That could be what's happening right now. Oil eyes its lowest finish since late March as traders fret over economic outlook. Traders are fretting. They are fretting out there, people. Oil is going lower, and it's accelerating its drop. Isn't that something? Isn't that something? 487 on SoFi. Low of the day, 485. 34.6 million shares. What is going to be the low trade of the day today on SoFi? Does the Dow have a 100-point rally in front of it at any time? Would that move markets up by 10, 20, 30 points, or will we recover 20% of our losses instantaneously? What is going to happen and when? Are we at the low of the morning right now? Are we at the low of the day right now? Or are we going lower? These are questions. I don't know. We'll stick around for the answers. See what happens. Same bat time, same bat channel. Don't miss it. JR, Uncle Bruce, what planet are you living on? Our gas hasn't even returned to the sub $4 level, for crying out loud. Blair, I acknowledge that my local gas station, after asking them, that the prices are created from the bigger franchise companies, so they mostly have given up on thinking why and how it is changing. Beach Boy. Bama Babe, say what? You're the pole dancer? No, you're not the pole dancer, Bama Babe. Cannot be. Auntie Jen is in the room.
Well, you're talking pole dancing too.
See, Bama Babe and Auntie Jen are talking pole dancing now. What has this channel come to?
What have we?
Oh my gosh. Credit Savage, SoFi, 482. 465. Come on, baby. I want to buy it back down here. Bama Babe says, yes, I am. I'm the pole dancer.
Yes.
Well, yes, I am. We're down 260 on the Dow, and the SoFi shares are at 484, down 62 cents on SoFi. GameStop down 35, 18.20. People are buying contracts back at 11 cents on GameStop.
Oh.
Tesla up 205, not going anywhere. Good morning, Auntie Jen from Splair. Cred Savage, she sure is. Look at her profile pic. Bama Babe laughing out loud. Let me look at that profile pic. Oh my gosh, look at Bama Babe's profile pic. Oh my goodness. It's a pole dancer, upside down pole dancer. Oh my God. JR, Birdie, did you hand off pole dancing chores? John Anderson, hello, Jen. How you doing? Deuce Caboose, glad I bought more SoFi yesterday. Number 179. Oh my gosh, 483 right now on SoFi. 483 on SoFi. We've had Beach Boy make a donation this morning of 30 shekels.
Oh, thank you, Beach Boy.
Beach Boy is awesome. And we have Moonman Moo joining as a Gold Bagel member today.
Welcome,
He's back. Moonman Moo is back. You gotta love that. And we've got Bama Babe as a pole dancer. There she is, right there. It's obvious. There's the photo. You can't miss it. That's the evidence right there. Look how skinny Bama Babe is. It's funny how when they hang upside down, they look so skinny.
Well, it's good for your thinking.
Yeah, I guess it's good for your thinking.
Lots of blood to the brain.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Deuce Caboose. I've seen that backdrop before. It must be back in Canada or something. Canada. Wow. Fun times. 482 on SoFi. Volume now. 37.6 million shares. 37.6 already. That is just as active as yesterday. In 40 minutes, 37 million. Almost a million a minute is what's going through right now on SoFi.
Wow.
That's trading. 482 with a 480 low. Tesla's backing up. We're only up 92 cents. Tesla's coming back. The Dow down 260. It's even affecting Tesla now. AI down 102. Unity down 119. GameStop down 43. SoFi down 65. Tesla only up 98 cents. We're coming down here. Apple down 46. HPQ holding a 23-cent gain. Google down at Gretzky, down 99. Moderna down 90. Cisco down 58. Pfizer unchanged now after being up all morning. IBM down 106. Microsoft up 250, but it was higher. Elsewhere, Amazon up $1. Home Depot down 3. Vatic down 110. Netflix down $5, $3.19. Adobe down 218. Goldman down 686 today. That bank stock getting hit. Boeing down 180. Meta down 140. What can I say? It's a red day so far. Will it stay red? Don't know, but it's red today. Tomorrow,
Going up.
Tomorrow comes the word and the press conference from Mr. Happy. Watch out, yoink! Tomorrow, the yoinking is happening now. We got yoinking going on right now.
Pre-yoink.
This is the pre-yoink. We have a pre-yoink session going on right now. Baba Babe is the pole dancer, and we've got pre-yoinking going on.
So,
this is not family-oriented entertainment at all.
We've got this covered.
We got this thing covered. Oh, lordy Lou. Oh, what is happening on our channel? 480 on SoFi. 480 on SoFi. The low of the day, 477. We've touched 477. Let's see. We're going down, Bama, says JR. Better hold on tight. You might hit your head. Mr. Premium of the option. He used to call him Moon Amu. Laugh out loud. Marcus, SoFi book value $5.92. Nick DeMori, Uncle Bruce. I know it's only your first day in Canada, but can you please straighten the lamp for crying out loud? Bama, I just had to do it. When stocks go back up, I will climb back up the pole. Laughing out loud. Brian, geez, might have to buy more SoFi myself. JR, maybe buy some more SoFi. Nah, wait for sub 4 level. Nick DeMorier, Uncle Bruce is now banned in Utah. You're off the air in Utah. Touch grass. SoFi market cap $4.5 billion. I think we're good. We have $10 billion in deposits, $2.5 billion cash on hand. I think we're okay with a $4.5 billion value. Yeah, I think we're fine. One analyst says 5. Another analyst says it's going to 10. Right now, they're believing the $5 analyst because it's $4.80 a share. They're following the wrong analyst. Apparently, the analyst that called the stock to go to 5 wasn't on the conference call yesterday. Wasn't even on the conference call. Yet made a prediction it's going to 5. Smart guy. It was already at 5:40 when he made the call.
I wasn't on the conference call, and I predicted it's going to 10.
See? Who do you believe? Auntie Jen or the Wedbush guy? I think you believe Auntie Jen. Yeah. Do you think the Wedbush guy's going to hit you? No, but Jen will hit you.
Would I lie?
Yeah, would she lie to you? Zach, I am number 182, Bruce, on your thumbs up meter. Good morning, gang. Thank you, Zach, and good morning to you. We're going to hit 200 thumbs up this morning. This is awesome stuff. We're down 298 on the Dow, 300-point dip here coming along. That's why the markets are lower. 313 is the dip on the Dow. We're down 38 on S&P, down 91 on NASDAQ, but still 0.75% on NASDAQ, 0.92 on the Dow. It's still not even a full percentage point, but it is lower. I'll grant you that. That is the story. What else is going on here? Now banned in Utah. JR, is manager shorting SoFi again? What is going on over there? That is the story. 481 on SoFi. 481, 482 a share right now. And GameStop down 39 cents. There you have it.
Can I have my iPad?
There you go, dear.
Thank
There you
you.
go. You don't have to go on camera to go get it. Is there anything else I can get you from around here?
Oh, I think we're good.
Okay. We're all right. We're all right. We're good. We're good.
We're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fun time. Everyone, there's Jan with the claw. There's the claw saying goodbye. Claw up some of that SoFi, she
It's
says.
so much closer here. Get
Get
a little elbow action. Wait for it. It looks like I've got the big arm.
super strong.
Until I come back here where it belongs. Now it's just
Too much fun.
okay.
Oh man. Well,
Everybody have a good Tuesday. Don't let Powell get you down.
no, we can't be doing that. We've got a new member, Aaron Milan Vega, has just joined the channel. Look at this. Aaron, welcome to the gang here.
Welcome to the
Chilling
poll.
with Uncle Bruce level. Welcome to the pole gang. Welcome to Pole Dancing Followers 101. Nice to have you here. Fantastic.
New member.
New members. We love new members coming into this
I'm
channel.
gonna go have a cuppa.
A cup of that
Just a
stuff. Sounds good to me, Auntie Jen. Keep the drive alive.
See ya.
See ya on the other side, Auntie Jen. Fantastic. Credit Savage, to be fair, the analyst says SoFi is worth $5. He went to the University of Phoenix online college, and he has worked in finance for 3 years. Let's help him. Let him help me get cheaper shares. There you go. A sheepy investor. In other words, how do we make $30,000 a month if we have to do sometimes roll over several months out when the price goes up? Financial. I'm looking really good on the Jan 24 $10 GameStop rights I'm holding as well. I'm up 50 grand on those. Zach, Uncle Bruce, I'm very late to the show, so I'm sorry if you've spoken on this already. How can SoFi beat all three metrics and have such a fall after? I'm so confused by this market. Thank you very much. Aaron, thank you for popping in here. JR, oh dang, we almost got an elbow. Mandu, good morning, Auntie Jen. Credit Savage, welcome to the bear markets, kids. Welcome to the party. Ho, ho, ho. Aaron, do you not remember me, Bruce? Do you not remember me? Splitter, thank God that has not changed into a power fist. Getting now curious how Jen is treating Uncle Bruce when the camera's offline. Nick, I love Jen clap. Aaron, did your stock graphics for you a year or two ago. Aaron, how you been? Where have you been? We've missed you. So glad you're here, and welcome to the party, pal. Great to have you back, and let's just get you richer. Can we just get you richer? Is it possible we can make everybody here just a lot richer? How about something like that? Thank you all so much for your support of this homeless YouTuber. Until tomorrow, we're homeless till tomorrow. We get keys to our apartment tomorrow, and we will not be homeless anymore. We will have a home base from which to travel from. Fantastic. We have 185 thumbs ups, guys. Thank you so much for coming through for us, nailing those thumbs ups on this show. You guys are great. We love you. 200 is our target every day. Aaron, the graphics man, welcome back. Yes, indeed. Aaron, the graphics man, definitely welcome back. It's great to see you folks coming through here from time to time. AI down 94, Unity down 106. GameStop is down 29 cents. SoFi is at 481 with a low today of, let's find out what the low was. I think it was 477. Let's see. Yep, 477 was the low of the session on SoFi about 10, 12 minutes ago. Splitter, even the Tilray user here was remembering Aaron. How about that? 297 down dip on the Dow, 35 on S&P, 90 on NASDAQ. Oil, 72.93. Oil, 72.93. Got the 72 handle going, down 272 on oil. So there is a good move on inflation. That is lowering inflation problems, lowering cost of fuel to all commercial and residential and regular users, retail users. Very, very interesting. Here we go. Job openings in the United States have fallen. Job openings are now at a 2-year low. There are now only 9.6 million job openings in America. I think that's still pretty good for the worker. Still pretty good for the worker. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Let's see. That's good here. I'm agreeing with Uncle Bruce. Good to see you again in the comment section. Aaron, I have a few things to ask. I've been trying to avoid the market because it's miserable. Slowly been investing in our former SPACs as well as GameStop. Have you changed your mind on any of them? Painfully red. No, I've not changed my mind on any of them, actually. No, I'm still looking to have viewers eventually write options on everything. Damn, received an alert. Oil below 72.5, says Splair. Aaron, thanks all. Nice to see you all as well. Thank you. No, I'm still a fan, and I still believe in writing options to make money. Lots of money in the market. Of course, we've been moving into folks getting their hands on deep in the money calls to write poor man covered call options to enhance their revenue from their portfolios. That has been working really well. The Dow right now, by the way, down 323 again. We're still at the lows of the day, down 104 on AI, down 119 on Unity. But GameStop's only down 34 cents, where SOFI now is 477.9. 477 a share, down 69 cents. Tesla holding a 150 gain at 163.33. We've got, let's take a look here. Apple down 46 cents, HPQ up 8, Google down 150, Moderna down 84, Cisco down 56, Pfizer negative 12 cents at 39.09, had broken 40 this morning. IBM down 156, Microsoft up 127, ME down 9.5, Matterport down 2.5, Rocket Lab down a dime. SmartRent is up a dime, 268.5. SmartRent has been moving up lately. Spire is up 1/10 of a penny. SmartRent right now is at the highest level of the week. It's at its highest level in a month, but not in 3 months. Over 3 months ago, it was $3.16 a share. We're at $2.68. We've got a ways to go yet to get back to the 3-month levels, but SmartRent has been moving higher. The Dow down 350 a share. We are lower on the Dow. We're down 100 on NASDAQ and 42 on the S&P. Oil 72.84, down 282 a barrel in West Texas. That's the deal. Let's see. Unfortunately, Aaron says, I'm deeply invested in eToro and trading 212 in the UK, which does not offer options. If I can't play options, would I recommend I just keep dollar costing into each of these guys? Definitely, you want to get your hands on stock if you can, lower your averages. Absolutely, you want to do that. Splair, you're in a good time to build up now on them in the portfolio, but probably 2 years ago it wasn't necessary to get in just in case of the reverse split. What can we do? Reverse splits are coming. They're coming. That's all there is to it. We'll deal with it when we deal with it. Yeah, I don't know, Aaron, if there's any way you can work it that you'll be able to write options. I do have viewers from the UK that write options, but it depends on which firm you're with. And I don't have the answers for you off the top of my head as to who you would be going for, with which firm. I don't have the answer for that. SOFI 475, 473. The low of the day 472. Volume on SOFI 47 million shares. We've been trading for 53 minutes, and we have 47 million volume on SOFI. That is heavy volume today. Folks getting out, folks getting in, and those day trading like crazy all over the place. Sooner or later, it stops falling, and then it pops. Sooner or later. Don't know when that is. 473, 474 a share on SOFI right now. Interactive Broker, says Splair. That's where you want to go, Aaron. Look at opening an account at IBKR. You might be able to write options there. JR, wow, things sliding off the mountain right now. What we're watching, the Dow down 350, definitely off 1% now. S&P down 1%, NASDAQ 0.91. That's the story. Headline, Interstate 55 in Southern Illinois reopens after 70 vehicles have a crash amid a dust storm. 6 fatalities, at least 6 dead in that fatality. That is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Wow, I heard about that dust storm. I didn't think it was that bad. That's amazing. Brian, this is laughable. SoFi came out with positive earnings and is down 24% in 2 days. This is 100% coordinated by the big players, falling too far too fast. This baby is coming back to $6. Pick it up, kids. If you've got some loose change, pick up some SoFi shares, grab them up, and steal them from here. Who is this? Nick Orazi. Nick Orazi. SoFi, the highest volume yesterday and today. Seems like the big guys are trying to keep it down. We should see if SoFi weighs more than a duck. There you go. Thank you for that donation, my friend. I appreciate it. Become a member of the channel. $10 a month. You're a member. You can comment here all the time. Love to have you. Thank you for the super chat, though. I appreciate it. Volume on this thing, unbelievable. SoFi volume is now showing 48.8 million in 56 minutes. Almost a million a minute of volume on SoFi. It is really trading hands. Touch grass. I guess SSR doesn't apply to SoFi. Bobby Atkinson. Whatever's going on here. Aaron, thank you. I know I can do it with IBKR. It's just quite a complicated system, and I worry about doing things incorrectly. I already have so much invested with the others. I don't want to mess up. It's all good, my friend. Whatever works. DQ SoFi is a witch. Kiwi just bought 1,000 SoFi. $574. Thank you very much for the discount. Jim Stevens, is it made of wood? Sheepy, is Apple a good stock to buy and write options on? Yes, of course. Long term, always. Yes, it's very liquid, very tight spreads, always. Touch grass, it's a duck. DQ, SSR just means you can see the short on the downtick. You can't sell it on the downtick. I knew you would mean 474, says DQ. I knew it. We're at 475 a share, 474, 475 on your SoFi. We're down 72 cents today. We've now traded 49.9 million. Let's call it 50 million traded in 57 minutes. It is trading heavily. 1824 on SoFi, down 30. 1824 on GameStop, down 30 cents. I'll get it yet. We're down 117 on Unity. We're down 102 on AI. They too are backing off. Tesla holding a 223 gain. The Dow is off 370. S&P down 44. NASDAQ down 105. The NASDAQ is the best performer. It's only down 0.86 of a percentage point. It's not leading the downside. The Dow and S&P are down 1.07%. They are leading the downside. The loser, oil, down 269 a barrel, 3.56 percentage point lower on oil, 72.94 right now. BW says the next support for SoFi is 430 a share. Don't forget, Kramer did say weeks ago he was high on SoFi on his show. He says, you're welcome, shareholders. There you go. Bobby, IKBR, UK writers use, I think. Kiwi, yes. Splair, at least you would avoid the headache when it's going higher. Mr. Premium, PACW looks like the next bank to go belly up. Pac West is the one they're talking about. PACW, Pac West. SoFi, 475 and 474 at the moment. Volume is 50.6 million. 472 is a low of the session. They have got, they're in great shape, SoFi, but the stock is off today. That's all there is to it. That's it. That's what we're following. Doing what we can. We have 191 thumbs ups today. Thank you, everybody. 9 to go. We got 200. You guys are awesome. I think it's time for an attack. I think it's time for the Knights of Knee to do their magic to bring in this market and get this SoFi stock going again. Time for the Knights of Knee. Knee. Let's go, baby. Uncle Bruce, PacWest had an earnings per share estimate of 60 cents. Their actual fourth quarter was $10. Yes, $10. Brian is hitting the knee emojis. Splair, DH Ruda, Caverdi. Here come the knee emoji attack across the board. John Anderson, here we go. The Knights of Knee are saying knee. The big E is here. They're going to move this market. Option nomads, knee. There's no stopping the market when the Knights of Knee become involved. Once you're a member of this channel, you can use the Knights of Knee emojis to spur the market to greater heights. SOFI 474 to 475. Here we go. We're going higher on SOFI. Spicy Android JR. Neat. You're not going to stop this market now. Here we go. We're going higher. That's all there is to it. Mandu number 5. Neat. SOFI turned me into a newt. I got better. Says Bobby. 476 on SOFI. Here we go. Zach, we're moving SOFI now. 476. The Knights of Knee are moving the market. 477 on the Knights of Knee. Zach, here we go. SOFI, everybody. Oh, yes. SOFI going higher. The Knights of Knee are stepping in. Kareem, Knights of Knee. Neat. Up goes the stock. 477. Here we go. New money coming into SOFI shares. Up we go. The Knights of Knee are making it happen. Laughing out loud. Oh my gosh. Neat. Up we go on SOFI. You can't stop this. 53 million shares in 61 million minutes. Oh my goodness, we are trading. I used to be able to thumbs up on my phone and again on my TV. Now YouTube will not let me do it, says Kiwi. Yeah, I don't think you can do it on the phones. I'm not sure. Anyway, there you go. You got to go into Windows mode or something like that. I don't know how to do it. Neat. 476, 477. Let's run this market right there. The Knights of Knee are stepping in. We have 197 thumbs ups, 3 away from 200 today. You guys are absolutely incredible how you come through for me every dang time. Thank you so much for the Knights of Knee emojis and the thumbs ups moving this market. Let's get going. The Dow's down 421. We haven't had one of these in a long time. It's been a while since we've had some action here. We're down 420 on the Dow, 51 on NASDAQ, 125. 51 on S&P, 125 on NASDAQ, 51 on S&P. Down we go, 1.2% right now. You can now rent Emily Blunt's former LA digs for $30,000 a month. You see, option writers, you're going to make $30,000 a month on your option premiums. You're going to be able to rent Emily's place for $30,000 a month and break even. It's a dream come true. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so nice. Absolutely wonderful. It might take a stock market meltdown to resolve the debt ceiling crisis, headline says. There you go. There's some good coming out of this. Brian, I'm buying 150 more SOFI. That brings me to 700 shares since Friday. This feels good. Average 580. Lobo Blast, 201 thumbs up, Bruce. You are there. We have done it. You are through it. 204 thumbs ups are in the house. Thank you all so much for helping us through. Aaron, do you see any catalysts to start a new bull market, Bruce? Or do you think inflation issues, price rises, the war are going to keep us down for a while, possibly years? Well, it's been a year already. We could certainly go another year. Certainly coming in here and being a miserable guy. It's okay, Aaron. It's all good. You're welcome here. Uncle Bruce, before the end, what are your thoughts actually about our cash cow, GameStop? Be prepared for more dropping or be prepared for volatility in any direction. I know it's hard to say, actually. There will be everything. Emily Blunt and John Krasinski are such a cute couple. Isn't that wonderful? Give them $30,000 a month, rent their house. What the hey? I don't know. GameStop is not leading the market lower, just going with the market. 1826. I think these cost cuts are having their positive effect. But, you know, the stock will fluctuate. There's no doubt about it. 475, 476 on SOFI, everybody. That's where we're at right now on SOFI. We're down. We're only up 179 on Tesla. We're backing off again. 163.62 on Tesla. We're down 416 on the Dow right now. 53-point drop on S&P. 137 on NASDAQ. Oil down 273 at $72.92 a barrel, under $73. Splair just wants everyone to know, just in case, and have an enjoyable day. If we don't see you in the next couple of days, and wishing you all an enjoyable and successful week. Thanks, Uncle Bruce, for responding on it anyway. It's all good, Splair. Thumbs up. You take care. Neat. Thanks, Splair. Thank you from Dortmund. Everybody, 442 on the down dip on the Dow. What can I say? It's a down dip day on the Dow. That's all she wrote. That's all there is to it. What can I say about that? Not much. Not much I can say about that. It's a down dip day. Whew. Fun times at the OK Corral. Watching for Apple, watching for Google, watching all of the stocks we love writing options on, keeping an eye on all these guys. There we go. There we are. Alrighty, there we go. There we go. The Dow off 439 right now. 54 on S&P and 138 on NASDAQ at the moment. Alrighty. Okay. SoFi 478, 479, coming back. SoFi's coming back. The GameStop down 28 cents. AI down 116. Unity down 118. Now 122. And Apple down 139 right now. Tesla 137 to the good, but slipping back. 477 to 478 on SoFi. Seems to be slipping, trying to be coming back a little bit here at the moment. What a day. What a market. We have hit 200 thumbs ups today. 204. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much. I can only say neat. There we go. Neat, everybody. Thank you all for the thumbs ups today and being part of this channel today. It has been an interesting morning. We'll be watching SoFi all day today, along with GameStop and all the other markets that are out there. Make sure to stay on top of your option trades for those that you're writing options on, and scoop back some cheap contracts, write higher priced contracts, bring in more cash, pick up more deep in the money calls while on sale, and keep on writing. Nothing wrong with that action. Indeed. Interesting stuff. Such fun out there today. Let's see what's going on. What is going on? 479 on that one. There you have it. There you have it. Yep. There you go. Yep. Lots of stuff to watch. There we go. I'm looking at SoFi options just to kind of get a handle on them. Where are they at right now? Looking at January 2024's. Is there a way to get deep in the money calls on SoFi and write on them? Doesn't look like it. Not really. Best bet is to buy the stock. Just keep buying up the stock and steal this paper. Steal this paper from those not in the know. There we go. 481 now on SoFi. 482 and a half. 482 and a half on SoFi. We're popping a little bit from that 272 low. We're popping up a bit on SoFi. 483.84. 484 on your SoFi right now. 484 a share at the moment on SoFi. Volume on SoFi now, 56.3 million in 68 minutes. 68 minutes, 56 million traded. 484 a share on SoFi. Okay. Interesting stuff. All right. There we go. And there we are. Okay. There we are. Some of the bank stock, PacWest down 34%, Western Alliance off 20%, Metropolitan Bank off 22%. So banks are getting hit today. It's not just a SoFi issue. It's all of them out there. The KBW NASDAQ Bank Index is down 4.4%. Financial Select Sector S Spider Fund down 2.5%. Regional banking, S Spider Regional Banking down 6.4. Even JP Morgan is lower. Goldman Sachs is lower. That's what's happening right now on some of these markets. That's just part of the story, kids. 482 on SOFI after touching 472 for the low. That's the low of the day so far. Okay. And Ford to reopen orders for its electric Mustang SUV, and it's cutting prices. Very interesting there. 48 drop on the Dow, 56 on S&P. We're down 1.35%. NASDAQ down 145, 1.2% right now. Oil down 280 a barrel, down 3.7% to 72.86 at the moment. The 10-year Treasury down to 3.4%. The 30-year Treasury 3.7%. The 2-year Treasury under 4%. So interest rates are dropping out there as this market is backing up right now. We've got SOFI 482, 483, 484 range right now on SOFI. GameStop down 31 cents and Apple down 130. Tesla's only up 53 cents. We're backing up now on Tesla again. Here we go, kids. 485 now on SOFI. 485. That's a 13-cent recovery so far on SOFI this morning. That seems to be what's going on at the moment. A bit of a recovery move on SOFI happening. 485 a share. Volume now of SOFI now 486. Volume now is 58 million. We're at 486, up another penny on SOFI now at the moment. A little bounce back going on SOFI shares. 486. Whew, busy one today, isn't it? Isn't it a busy one today? 4 lots to watch, even on a down day. Lots to watch. 206 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for this. Really appreciate it. PACW halted again at the moment. PacWest getting hit. There you go. There's selling going on PacWest. 486 on GameStop coming on. 486. Okay. And it was open for 15 seconds, says Marcus, and it's got halted again. Brian, PacWest 6-month chart, high of 34 and a low of 5. Ouch. It's halted. It's down 35%. There you go. Trading machines are kicking in their sell algos, it seems, ahead of the Fed. Then of only 25 basis points rise, they can let it go up a little bit based on retail response or continue the sell-off. We have lots to consider here between today and tomorrow after that Fed hike announcement. 486 on SOFI now, 487 on SOFI. Now 487 a share, going higher on SOFI. Volume 58.8 million. In 73 minutes, we have 58.8 volume, 58.8 million. All right. Down 448 on the Dow. Looks like we're improving a little bit. Down 1.36, though, nothing much. 486, 487 a share on SOFI. All righty. There it is. Marcus is saying, watch PacWest. WAL and WAFD over the next few weeks. Down they are going to go. Conjecture out there. We'll be watching that. 487 on SOFI. 15 cents better than the low of the day. It's improved by 15 cents. That's the story. Tesla up 75 cents. GameStop down 25 cents. The Dow down 465 right now on the session. There you have it, folks. There it is. All right, I'm going to call this a show. Get a bit of rest here, charge up my batteries, and keep an eye on this market with you guys. Thank you for joining the new members. Hey, guys, thanks for coming in here. Those of you renewing your membership, you know I love you. Thank you very much. These thumbs ups today, thank you for breaking 200 during the actual telecast. The thumbs ups keep coming on the aftermarket, too, on the reruns. Thank you, everybody, for that. We'll keep an eye on SOFI. Cheer it on. Let's see if it goes back to 6 today. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that just fry the market to have that happen? Wouldn't that be wild? What can I say? And Brian, Uncle Bruce, between SOFI calls, 6.5, 7s, 105,000 open interest. Brian, this Friday will be a fight for SoFi. It's going to be exciting. John Anderson, thank you, everybody. Brian, thanks, Uncle Bruce, and have a great day in Calgary. Going to be beautiful again. Yes, it is. It looks gorgeous out there, and we're getting ready for our move-in. Picking up the keys tomorrow. Oh, my goodness. What a day. But I'll be here tomorrow morning, as usual. First thing, I'll be with you guys. Make sure to join me. 208 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. You're awesome. I appreciate it. See you later, pole dancers. Bama Babe says. We'll see you later. 486, 487, you pole dancers. Beach Boy. Neat, 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 neat. Aaron, nice to be back on after such a long time. Thanks, Bruce. Aaron, always a pleasure, my friend. Great to have you here. Have a good one, everybody. Keep the faith, and we'll keep an eye on things, and we'll keep you posted. Thank you so much. Blair, thanks, buddy. Good luck with your new base camp. You got it, man. Shows will start Monday from there. All right, we'll see you a little later, everybody. Have a good one. Bye for now.